What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass, Mark Poulton. With me today, my good friend Dexter Weeks. What's up, Dex?
How's it going? How's it going?
Going well. Are you ready for another Writhe Payne horror movie club?
Oh, of course I am. I look forward to it every week.
we got the skeleton crew this week, just me and you. Chris, something came up. Enrico's in Disney.
Oh, yeah.
But we won't be by ourselves for long. We have a special guest today. We got one of the stars of Burial Ground Massacre, as well as a member of the USAssassin team. We have the Mercenary Flip Gordon joining us today.
Rock on, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to Flip about the movie. We also have some people in the chat. We got Ice Pick, Mark Pengrin in the house. What's up, Mark? Amanda B in the house too. She says she needs the 10-minute intro. Just finished. Need to grab a drink. All right, I do the 10-minute intro on Wednesdays, and I hear nothing but complaints about it. But I'm gonna stick with it on Wednesdays. We're short on time this week because we have a guest, so we have to promote all the books in time for Flip Gordon to be here. We got Tarks 9 in the house. What's up, Tarks? Happy Sunday.
What up?
Mark says, help out Amanda B. Poulton. Stall. We're going to talk about some campaigns. She knows all about these campaigns. She's a regular here. First up, Dex, project very dear to your heart, Koni Waves. I feel like this is the best kept secret in all of comics. Koni Waves. Renzo Rodriguez is just drawing his ass off. The pages keep getting better and better, Dex.
It's amazing. Yeah, it really is amazing.
Guys, if you haven't backed this, you're going to regret it. This book is phenomenal. Renzo he's a master, man. The last page he sent us, I told him I thought it was the best page of the book so far.
Yeah.
A lot of work went into it. In fact, I don't want to spoil the whole book, but I feel like this page needs to be seen to be believed. It's so good. Let's bring it up. Look at this page, Dex.
I know, man. It's amazing.
You got Koni hanging upside down in a warehouse.
The perspective, everything about it, man, just rocks, man.
Got some vampires. It's so good.
Can't wait to color it.
Yeah, so how are you doing on the coloring of the book? Are you
working on it as we speak?
Oh, awesome, man.
Yeah, it's coming along.
Yeah, we're good. Renzo has, I guess, 10 pages left. So we're gonna I gave a fulfillment date of December. I think we're gonna fulfill way sooner than that.
Very possible, yeah.
Yeah. But man, he's killing it. Guys, I'm serious. Go back Koni Waves if you haven't. Get that black and white edition as well. Really enjoy Renzo's artwork. It's just stellar.
Incredible.
I can't get over this first panel.
I know.
When I get a new page, I'm so excited. I send it over to you right away.
Mine's blown as well. So
yeah, but yeah, I can't wait for this to be all done and everyone to enjoy the book. Guys, go back Koni Waves, man.
Seriously, it's gonna be a great one.
Mark says, Fulfillment King always delivers. Thank you, Mark.
That's for sure.
Adam Miller looks awesome. Thank you. Man, to be saying hi to Tarks. Next up, it launched last night. It's currently. Oh, we got a run-in. Enrico Botta joined us. What's up, Botta? You're in Disney. What are you doing here?
Hey, guys. I just wanted to pop in and say hi. I mean, when I get a text that my pasta dinner is ready here at the at this Enzo's Hideaway, I'm gonna have to bolt. But I wanted to come in and say hi to everybody.
Awesome, man. We're getting ready to mention Sean's campaign. It launched last night. #1 book on Indiegogo right now, Enrico.
Yeah, it's awesome. I talked to him like a little bit via chat. So
yeah,
I'm super happy it's going well.
Yeah, I'm very proud of him. The book did phenomenal last night. Yeah, no, I was so nervous going into the launch. I had set up the pages for him on Indiegogo and Fund My Comic. I had to push that launch button for him. There was a slight hiccup.
Oh no!
I missed the so he was on Michael Bancroft's channel, and Michael gives you like a 30-second countdown. So as soon as the countdown started, I hit go live, and it told me I forgot to fill out a section. So I like quick scrambled to get it done within 30 seconds, so the page would be up when the countdown was over. Plus, they're on a little bit of a delay, so I'm like uh, a little behind just to start with, but I managed to get it up in time. But
You
man,
did it, man. You did it.
I couldn't wait to rest afterwards.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm super glad it's going well.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the Fund My Comic business.
Amanda B says, "I want to go to Disney, Enrico. Busy crowds."
It's always busy at Disney, but like, you know, it's not crazy, you know. And I'm not in the parks proper for this trip. I'm visiting a bunch of the resorts. We're staying at the Wilderness Lodge, and then and hanging out around Disney Springs, and then I'm going on a cruise. We're actually going on the Wish. So tomorrow morning we embark on the voyage. So it's going to be super fun.
Awesome.
That's great, man.
So you mentioned the Fund My Comic exclusive.
Oh, here we go.
It's doing well. Here's the cover. Everyone loves your colors on it over Dan Dahl. You can get the cover here. You can also donate a copy to a child with diabetes. You can get the cover and the trading card set, the cover and a sketch from Sean, or all three, the cover, the trading cards, and the sketch for $70. But yeah, this was a big topic last night. Your Fund My Comic cover. Everyone seems to love it, Enrico.
Nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Hope Dan likes it too. But no, I'm glad it's doing well, man. It's a great campaign. I think everyone needs to jump on it.
Amanda B says, so jealous, planning to go on the fantasy next October.
Oh, that's awesome, Amanda. Yeah, I love Disney. I have a really dear friend of mine that's an Imagineer. We hooked up last night, and we hung out a little bit, and you know, we had a really great time. But it's been super fun. My daughter Mira is loving it this trip around. Yeah,
she's like
That's
the perfect
awesome.
age, right?
it is. She's perfect age. Can't wait to get on this cruise. Yeah. I'll be there. What's today? So I'll be there Wednesday. So with any luck, I'll actually stream from the cruise ship. I'll maybe jump on for a few minutes. Yeah.
You interview some of the cast members, like
on location.
That'll be good
awesome.
for the channel. I'll show some of the cool stuff in the background, and then I'll hop. But it's great. Type 1's going great. I'm so happy. And I did watch our movie, but I don't know how much time I'll have to talk about it. But I'll stay in the chat though, even though during dinner.
Awesome. We have Flip Gordon, one of the stars of Burial Ground Massacre. Also, the Mercenary from the USAssassin comic book joining us. I told him to hop on at 5:15. Amanda B says Enrico has priorities. But there's one more campaign I want to show off. Writhe Payne. We're in the second 30 days of our campaign. We just added some original artwork to the campaign. Hasn't been claimed yet, but we added this incredible double page spread by Chris, pages 2 and 3 of the book. And it comes with, here it is right here, but it comes with, so these are pencils, but it comes with a linen print of Chance Wolf's digital inks. It's available now on Fund My Comic. We also have some trading card artwork from Stephen Strange, also available right here. So grab some trading card artwork, and then we have the Fund My Comic cover by Chris available on Fund My Comic too. So if you're an art collector, go check it out. Mark says Enrico is putting in the effort. Yeah, that's what we like to see here. Amanda B says it's a great deal. If I wasn't trying to watch my budget. Amanda got in on that. I think one of the Chris $75 sketches, but we'll have these are a little higher priced. But we're gonna have some sketch cards available coming soon, so be on the lookout for them as well. and I'm gonna just drop the link to fund my comic. But yeah, things are going well over here at Haunted Pizza, and we got everything promoted and mentioned, and we still got 4 minutes to kill before the Mercenary joins us. So awesome!
Oh man, awesome.
Does he prefer Flip? Like, what do we?
I call him Flip.
Just call him Flip.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's we're going to reveal the cover to the upcoming Mercenary one shot, which is going to be part of the USAssassin 4 campaign that's going to launch later this year. We're going to talk about his upcoming action figures as part of the USAssassin line, and talk how he got involved in Burial Ground Massacre. So it should be a fun time.
Now, was his fiance or wife in that too? You said, or?
Yeah, I believe his fiance played the role of Kayla,
Okay.
the blonde that got the bag over her head. Spoilers, guys.
It's a good shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the restaurant where you're at now, what are they known for, Enrico?
It's like a speakeasy.
Yeah.
Type of theme, and it's Italian. So they have like pasta dishes and stuff like that. So they're known for, I think, their pasta dishes. So I got something.
Yeah.
I like the linguine, and yeah, they got like a huge selection of like whiskeys and scotches and wines and stuff. But I don't know if I'm doing that tonight or not. Possibly.
The one waitress who walked by just looked over while we were streaming. She was like, "What's going on?"
This is like a weird bridge area. So when you're over at Enzo's, there's a weird little room to go to the restrooms, and you kind of walk back there and walk through another door that looks like you're not supposed to walk through it, and then you end up in this room. But right next door is the Edison, which is another restaurant here at Disney Springs. So the Edison is right here behind me, which is pretty cool looking, actually.
Awesome. Well, our special guest just
here we go.
Add him to the stream. Pro wrestling superstar from Ring of Honor, NWA, touring the indies right now. He's been in Mexico, Japan. Here he is, the Mercenary, Flip Gordon. What's up, Flip?
Man.
How's it going, guys?
It's going great, man.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh man, thanks for joining us for the Horror Movie Club. This is going to be fun. A lot of people from our chat, they probably know you best from the USAssassin comic book series, though. I think it was a few years ago I reached out to you about that. We were working on the USAssassin comic book. G.I. Joe was a huge inspiration for me. G.I. Joe had Sergeant Slaughter, and I wanted my Sergeant Slaughter. And at the time, you were with Villain Enterprises. I loved the Mercenary gimmick, and I was like, you would be perfect. And I decided to, shoot my shot, and I DM'd you on Facebook.
I remember that. At the time, I thought it was kind of like a joke. I was like, nah, this can't be real. Like, this is, you know what I mean? Like, this is just, and then the more legit it got, I'm like, oh my God, this is for real. Like, this is really cool. And then when I saw the artwork and then the final product, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I was like, and at the time, I'd actually kind of moved away from the Mercenary character because I was going through a transitional stage in my career. But I was like, oh, I still love the comic book. And now being an independent contractor and a free agent again, I'm able to do what I want, when I want, how I want. And I kind of love that Mercenary Unreal character. The Unreal character is kind of a spin-off of the Mercenary character.
Yeah, but launching the USAssassin Volume 3 campaign is probably like one of the greatest memories in my career, because we launched it on August 20th, and then that night you just happened to be main eventing the Ring of Honor pay-per-view in Philadelphia. You invited us to the show after the launch, so we went from launching our book that doing great to watching you in the main event at the ECW arena. What an incredible night that was.
Oh, that was unreal. I had a lot of fun in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of great memories, but I'm very excited for what the future holds, not only for my wrestling career, but my comic book career, because I know we have another volume coming out soon. I'm very excited about that as well.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. Volume 4 of USAssassin Dogs of War is going to launch later this year. I've been teasing a commission that I had in the works, a painting of the Mercenary character, and it's finally done. We're going to reveal it right now for you, Flip.
No way.
Yeah.
I saw like the beginning stages, and I was like, oh,
yeah, but this is going to be a one-shot as part of the campaign, another Mercenary solo book. This is by artist Alan Jefferson, and he just killed it on this cover. Here it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at the detail.
I know. This is I was worried. So I commissioned him quite a while ago, and I thought maybe my money was just gone because I hadn't received updates in a while. And then he started updating me, and the piece was almost done. And I was like, wow, this is actually happening. And it's just it blew my mind how great it is. It's a homage to I think a movie poster of Apocalypse Now with Martin Sheen coming out of the water. So we have the Mercenary in his place. But yeah, this is fantastic. And this will be part of the USAssassin 4 campaign.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited for that. That's really cool. He nailed the eyebrows, man.
And then you scroll down, and then in the water, we got the Mercenary logo reflecting in the water. Looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's great.
Man, I feel like that shouldn't just be a comic cover, but we should do a poster of it as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Limited edition.
Yeah, of course. Mark Pengren says fire. Adam Miller says wow. Yeah, it's fantastic. But that's not the only piece of Mercenary memorabilia we're going to have as part of the USAssassin 4 campaign. Next year, we're launching a line of USAssassin action figures, and to kind of whet people's appetites with Volume 4, they're going to get a chance to get their hands on some prototype figures. So we're going to have Mercenary, USAssassin, Bazooka Dog, Mercenary's new sidekick Raider, prototype figures available. And here's a little sneak peek of the Mercenary action figure. I think they nailed the likeness.
I think so.
Yeah, and I'm so excited for this. G.I. Joe is what made me want to get into comic books, and now we're making toys of our comics. So yeah, we've come full circle.
You got pictures of the dogs too, Mark? You got Raider or Bazooka?
Oh yeah, let me dig up a picture of Raider. But Flip, you've had a previous action figure. This won't be your first, will it?
No, this will be my second.
You had
the micro brawlers.
Oh yeah, you have the micro brawler, and I think you have one by Figures Toy Company.
Yeah, it's like the Rising Stars series.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I just got to dig out this Raider. I wasn't prepared, Dex.
It's all good.
So Flip, while I'm looking for that,
Yes.
we're talking Burial Ground Massacre today. How did you get involved in this movie?
So one of the producers, or the producer for the movie, David Gear, he and I met a few years back. Well, I guess now it's like 7 years back, at an independent show, because he was a wrestling manager in wrestling. And he was managing somebody that I was friends with. But we had a few mutual friends before that. And so we kind of got in touch with each other. And then when that role came up, he was like, dude, you fit this perfectly. Dumb jock, perfect. You know what I mean? And so like he hit me up and he was like, hey, like, are you available for this? And I said yes. And oh my gosh, dude, I had so much fun on that film.
Yeah. The movie.
And I learned so much.
It is a lot of fun. We're going to pick your brain about it. Here's the Raider figure. This is going to be the Mercenary's new sidekick, starting with Volume 4. Mike's hard at work on the book. I think Mike's already 30 pages into the book, so we're going to have plenty done in time for the launch. But yeah, the toy company told me if I'm going to do one one dog action figure, I might as well do two. So we added another dog to the team, and that's fine with me. I'm a dog person. And you happen to have a dog that looks sort of like Raider.
I do. His name's Monty.
You were telling me Monty. Yeah, you were telling me Monty's a trained service dog. So if we start doing some Comic Cons together, not only could the Mercenary be there, but Monty could appear as well.
Appearances for sure.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
Yeah,
he's flown more than most people.
Yeah,
yeah.
We've already done one appearance together at the end of last year. We had the USAssassin booth, and we had you appearing there, Flip, for an indie show. But yeah, we need to do a Comic Con and do it up right, and have the Mercenary there.
Actually, I don't think I was it was like a Tucson Comic Con, I think there was.
Yeah.
And it was but it was like brief, and it was like a last minute thing. I didn't really know what it was, and I didn't really bring anything, and I was kind of just sitting there all awkward because it was my half-assed my first one. And so I needed to do it for reals this time. I needed to do Comic-Con for real. And I'll call it my first Comic-Con.
Yeah, we'll do it up right when we have you out. Enrico, who was the fourth man here, he's in Disney right now. I think he got called for his table, but he said, "Have a great show. I'm heading to dinner. Everything looks awesome." Thank you for joining us, Enrico. All right. So now it's time to talk a little Burial Ground Massacre. I really enjoyed the movie. It had, in my opinion, a very 80s slasher feel to it.
It was supposed to be more of an old school horror film feel.
Yeah, I thought they nailed it, especially with the music.
Mm-hmm.
Now it had Michael Madsen in it as the star, but was that Vincent from Ring of Honor as the killer?
Yeah, he played the character until that very last scene.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, that's not Michael Madsen. I mean, Michael Madsen has his voice is awesome, but I remember hearing about Vincent being cast in the role for the movie, so it was cool to see him part of it. He played the masked character Damon. I believe he's also referred to as the Chief at one point in the movie. Does he have a killer? Is that his name, the Chief?
Chief Dohate?
Yeah.
No, that was somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So for those
the guy that played the Chief made all the music for the film too.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. So for those that don't know, I'm going to play the trailer to Burial Ground Massacre, and then we'll get into the discussing the movie.
So many of our dearly departed are buried here, right under our feet. It's time to come back home.
Now listen, son, no parties. And of course, no one goes into my private study.
I'm not going to let him in. It's off limits.
Hey, Mr. Larson, don't worry about a thing.
It is on, bro.
Damn! Wow, this place is freaking huge.
Yo, man, this party's off the hook, dog. Yo, guys, come in.
We really shouldn't be in this room.
Listen to this. Not only was the manor built on Indian property, but right on top of an Indian burial ground.
It's true. Sometimes I think maybe there really is a curse.
Something is seriously going on here.
What are you talking about?
According to legend, the ghosts of all the slaughtered still haunt these very woods.
Where are Adriana and Kayla? We thought they were with you.
This whole place, this whole house, the burial ground, everything that around us.
because you have doubt. The curse is alive. After all, we can thrive in life and in death.
There you have it, the trailer to Burial Ground Massacre. Mark Pengrin says, great cinematography and fight choreography, fun cast, good music, and some unexpected twists and turns at the end. Amanda B says, is there a sequel? Because Tubi went to Damon's return after the movie ended.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Amanda B also says that house was gorgeous. What can you tell us about the house, Flip?
So we actually stayed in the house the whole time.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Cast and crew. And so the hours were kind of opposite. We were filming from like 6 in the evening till 6 in the morning. And literally the whole cast and production was sleeping in the house. It was huge.
It looked like there was a lot of rooms in it. So
oh, there was. It was a lot of fun. And the house was actually like apparently on like a native land.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was filmed in Chester, Connecticut.
Are you from that area?
No. So, well, I was born in South Weymouth, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
But then when I was an infant, my mom moved me back to Kalispell, Montana, where she was from.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lived in Kalispell, Montana until I was 18, moved to Idaho for 4 years for college, then moved to Massachusetts to train. And then I've been here in Connecticut now for about 5 years. I actually moved here shortly after filming that movie here.
Yeah. Now, Mark mentioned the choreography. You have a big fight scene with Damon. Did they, since that's you and Vincent, did they leave that up to you guys to?
They did. They let us come up with the whole fight sequence ourselves.
Yeah.
And like I remember watching so many different fight scenes leading up to that, and I was like, all right, what do I kind of want to do for this? And because I used to be a parkour guy, so I was like looking at the wall and the fence and like all this different stuff, and I was like, all right, what can we do? Like, what's our limit? And they were like, just do what you want. And I was like, all right. And they're like, do you want a pattern anything for like getting thrown over the wall? And I was like, no, I'm just gonna eat it. Like,
that's great.
Amanda B says New England represent.
And I wanted to make sure, like, I was like, all right, I got to get some of my signature stuff in, you know?
Yeah.
And I made sure I got like my nip spot in. I was like,
I noticed that. I mean, The Rock does it. He sort of, like early on, he made sure to rock bottom people like in Scorpion King and stuff.
Yeah.
So. Right.
Like initially, like they did turn down a few things that I wanted to do because it was like too wrestler-ish. But I was like, I got to get something. So I made sure I got that nip spot in. I was like, come on.
No, I loved seeing that. That brought a smile to my face. Like if you guys have never seen Flip wrestle, like you do that nip up spot where you just keep going. It's insane.
So I came up with that actually when I was in college. I used to be a b-boy, so I would go to the clubs and I would break dance and I would battle against other people. And somehow I was watching some breakdance movie. I can't remember which one it was. And they did that at the end. I think it was You Got Served. And at the end of You Got Served, they're doing this big dance battle, and this one guy does something like that. And I was like, oh, I should try this. And so I used to do that at the club, but I didn't move around the ring. I just stayed in one spot. And my boy used to just like do this on my chest, like he was like helping me do it, like bouncing me like a basketball off the ground. And
that's awesome.
One day I was out in Boston with this guy named Mark Sherman. He wrestled. And he was kind of like a mentor to me early on in my career. And we went out in Boston. It was my first time going out. And there happened to be a circle. And I got in. And he was like, what? You know how to dance? I was like, yeah, but I don't really like dance anymore like that. And he's like, dude, that's incredible. He's like, you have to do this in wrestling. Like, what? Why aren't you doing it? And I was like, well, I don't want to be known as like, there's been other guys that have done like the breakdancing thing. And I just like, I don't want to be like copycatting anybody. And so I was like, all right, well, let me try to see if there's something that I can do that will make sense. And I came up with that. And like, I go places and people ask me to do it. They're like, can you do this? I'm like, you really want to blow me up? Like right at the beginning of the match? Like, come on.
That's great.
Now, before getting cast in this movie, were you a fan of horror movies growing up?
No. And I'm still not. I don't like being scared. Come on.
No. So we do this club every week. We watch a new movie that's on Tubi, available to stream for free. So like a reoccurring topic here is like memorable killers. And I feel like Damon is a memorable killer because one, he's got a recognizable mask. Like when you see that people, you're like, oh, it's Damon. Jason, Jason right off the bat, Michael Myers. And then like the other thing, like the horror movie staple is the beautiful girls, and Burial Ground Massacre had that as well. So
oh yeah,
you're like Burial Ground Massacre was 2 for 2 in getting the staples right. Enrico says, good job putting together the fight choreography.
Thank you, Enrico. I appreciate that.
And he also says the house was grandiose.
I think you said that correctly too, Mark. Good job, man.
I don't think so. Maybe I did. Dex, what were your thoughts on Burial Ground Massacre?
Yeah, like I know it's classified as a horror film, but I don't know, like with all the twists and turns by the end of the movie, like which I really enjoyed a lot. I think it was just more of like I don't know. It's hard
action thriller.
Comedy. Yeah, with horror elements in it. You know what I mean?
They had to keep like telling me like, Flip, it's not a comedy. I'm like, my character's that character.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's point after each take, like for some of them, like we're in the what's the line, like it's a dog eat dog world out there, like something like that, where like kill or be killed.
Yeah, there you
like
go.
Literally, I kept saying it like we had to retake so many times because everybody would crack up laughing when I would say it. And I was like, all right, this is fun. Because and then after I nailed it that last time, as soon as they were like cut, everybody cracked up laughing.
Oh, that's great.
No, you were great in it. Like just your first appearance walking into the house, like your reaction to it was great.
I love acting. I did theater in high school and I absolutely enjoyed it so much. Like that's like the element that I love about pro wrestling is that like theater in the realm. Like in high school when I did theater, you're getting a live reaction. The moment you say that line, you're getting an instant action, like reaction, knowing, all right, this is either a good spot or a bad spot. And I remember like there was this one play we did so many times. And by the last one, I was like, all right, this isn't work. I'm gonna take that out, try something else. And then like I was getting them to pop for each time I wanted them to pop. And I'm like, all right, I got this figured out. But like it was weird filming because you're like, I hope this translates. I hope I get the pop that I'm looking for. So like going to the premiere and watching it live, like for the first time with people and having like hearing them pop from like what I thought was funny was like a nice feeling. It was like, all right, cool. Like that did translate the way I thought it would.
So it did have a theatrical run. I remember it playing in Philadelphia around us. So you got to do like a red carpet event and everything?
Yeah, we did a red carpet event. And then it was in a few theaters up here in New England as well.
That's great. Yeah. And overall reaction to the movie, positive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody that watched it live with us, they loved it.
So you mentioned about how much you love performing. That event we did together in New Jersey, the end of the year, you had the crowd eating out of the palm of your hands. I don't know if you remember, but the wrestler you wrestled, Writhe Payne, he had a female valet that you hit on, and then it got the whole crowd. I forget what they were chanting, but how you couldn't get how Flip couldn't get Eddie.
Oh yeah. Did I do a promo before that match?
Yeah.
That was New Year's Eve, like the last show of the year, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and they were getting on you about the earth not being flat.
Yeah.
And that was such a great event. So I've never really saw that side of you. I always just saw the high flyer performer, but man, you had that crowd eating out of your hand, arguing with little kids, and it was incredible.
Kids make it. I love performing for little kids. And like for me, like on that show, they were like, "Oh, we want you to be the heel or the bad guy, right?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right." And then I come out and they're starting to cheer me, and I'm like, "They said this guy was the hometown guy. They said he was the baby face."
Yeah.
He comes out and he gets reaction, but they're going 50-50. I'm like, "All right, I got to heal this up a little bit." So I just asked for the microphone. I cut a heel promo about the flat earth being flat.
Yeah.
And like the kid in the front row, he did not like it. And I was like, kid, what do you know? You're only 5. Sit down. Like, you know what I mean? And
Right.
that kid stood up the whole match. He was yelling at me the whole match. Before I kicked him in the face, I was like, this is for you, little kid. Bah! You know what I mean? Like, but like I went to that kid the whole time. There's a couple times I went to like talk crap to the kid, and Pena, he'd catch me. I was like, that's your fault. You know what I mean? I guarantee you that kid went home at the end of the night and was like, oh man, like that was so cool.
Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, no, that's just what it's all about, making that connection with the fans, and you're definitely able to do that. What's next for Flip Gordon?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I get asked that a lot. What I'm doing now, I'm having so much fun. I got some projects outside of wrestling that I'm working on right now that I truly enjoy and have a huge passion for. But I have so many goals left in wrestling. So I know that there's something big coming around the corner.
Yeah.
You can just feel it. And I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm very excited for whatever the future holds for me.
I'm hoping it's a USAssassin movie.
That would be freaking awesome. Absolutely.
Well, Mark, what about the thing we're working on? We could.
Oh yeah, we're working on a horror film. We'll have to talk to you about that.
It deals with some wrestling.
Yeah, it definitely has some wrestling ties to it. But man, every time I turn on Instagram, you're somewhere else. Part of a different tag team, the Flipping Cowboys, the Flipping Machines. It seems like you're a staple in Australia.
Yep. I love traveling. I love wrestling. I love entertaining. Like this movie, like this was the first movie I had like a star role in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've done other movies where I was just like an extra, or had like, you know what I mean, just a super small part. But this was like the first time I had like a feature role, and I had a lot of firsts in the film actually as well.
Yeah,
like I had my first kiss scene on camera. I had my first shower scene on camera. And so for like wrestling, I've done a lot of firsts too. And I think like for me, I'm such a dreamer. I would love to do more movies. I'd love to do, I want to wrestle everywhere in the world. Like I truly like love traveling. Like I'm from a small town in Montana, and most kids where I come from, they never even make it out of the county.
Yeah.
So the fact that I've already been to like 15 plus countries, and I'm getting ready to go to a few more this year already. I got booked. To me, it's truly a blessing, and I've been able to live my dream like way more than I ever thought it would be. And I'm very excited because if I can do this just in the 8 or 9 years that I've been wrestling, it's like, yo, what else can I do? This is crazy.
So you perform in front of thousands in tights. How nerve-wracking is like your first kiss, shower scene, stuff like that for you?
So the shower scene, that was literally just, there was like me, her, the producer, and the cameraman. That was it.
Yeah. And
she was actually like the girlfriend of the producer.
Oh, wow.
So here he is watching me. I was
like, Sheldon Martin in the chat says, dedicating a kick to a kid, especially when it's to someone's face, is a beautiful thing. Like you said, I'm sure he'll remember that forever.
Sure. Yeah.
The kiss scene, actually, that was the first take.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, unfortunately, because I was like, do we need to do it again? And they threw the water on me, and I thought we were just doing like a practice run, and they were like, no, that was it. That was good. And I was like, what? Just one? Just one? You sure? One more for safety? Like, that was like me and her. Like, we never had practiced. We never, you know what I mean? We didn't really even. So like that was like the live raw first kiss between me and her.
That's
what
one take. That's how good I am.
Yeah, there you go. See, Flip can get it. I don't know what that crowd was talking about. What time of year did you film this in?
November.
I was gonna say it looked
end of November. So those shirtless scenes, guys, I was freezing my balls off, like legit.
Yeah. So was that Manor? Was the estate as big as like they were saying? I mean, it looked huge just on film. Like, but they were saying there was
like I said, all of us stayed there.
Yeah. Like
above the garage, there was a whole other apartment, and like it was One of the days, though, like we woke up to this huge alarm, like super early in the morning. We all ran outside. We were like, "Oh, the end of the world's coming! Like this is it," because it was just that obnoxiously loud, and it wasn't at like an even time. Like it wasn't one of those bells. So I don't know if like something got tripped off at a firehouse or like what. We still don't know. But literally, all of us were like looking up at the sky, like, "Is this it? Like, where's the missile?" Like,
Yeah, right. Did you ever find out what it was? Like
Nope.
oh, no.
I mean, you said it was on native land, right?
Yeah, so maybe we were just all tripping on. No, we weren't.
Yeah,
You watched the movie. I smoked peyote in the movie, and
Was that real peyote?
I never know what peyote does. So they were like, "What's that? You're smoking peyote." I'm like, I don't know what.
So that reminds me. So the scene where you fight with Damon. Before that, there are the Native American woman and like the warriors with the wolf masks appear. Is that all in your character's head?
Yeah, because I'm tripping on peyote.
Yeah. I just wanted to confirm that.
Yeah.
And I go into like that little room where all of like the stuff is, where you know what I mean. And I walk in there like I'd never been in there before, but earlier in the movie I had been there.
Yeah.
But because I'm tripping, I'm like, oh my God, this. And actually, there's a funny story. So the headdress I put on in the movie, I was very scared to do.
Yeah.
Because in high school, like I said, I did theater, and we did this Twilight spoof where I played Jacob Black, and they had a headdress. And in one of the plays, I didn't tell anybody. I just put it on and wore it out for the entrance of my character. It was jumping from like one part of the stage to the other part of the stage, like a wolf would. And oh my gosh, my teacher was so mad. She was like, "You cannot do that. That is so disrespectful." And I was like, "What? I'm playing a Native American character. Like I didn't see anything wrong with it." But now, after like people kind of explained it to me, I was like, oh,
yeah.
All right, you're right. Yeah, I should have at least like asked for it. I shouldn't have just did it.
Right.
But like our mascot at the high school that I went to was a Native American because we're the Flathead Braves. And so our mascot, because we didn't have really any Native Americans going to our school, could not be an Indian. And our school colors were orange and black. And so the mascot was an orange crush can, like the soda.
Oh.
And I was the mascot my senior year of high school. And I did flips in the traffic. Like I was like, it made out of a traffic cone through it and like the head cut out. And I would wear the traffic cone or the crush can. And I would do flips in the crush can. And then during like some times I would hide in the cone. I had so much fun being the mascot.
Adam Miller says, I've got the movie queued up to watch after this. Looks fun. Adam Miller is an incredible artist. And in fact, he has a cover for the upcoming USAssassin Volume 4. I'm going to show it right now. Flip, I don't know if I've shared this with you, but Volume 4 guest stars Roddy Piper. So we got Roddy Piper and the Mercenary teaming up in the same comic book.
Let's flip and go. Come on, Roddy.
Here we go. Here's Adam Miller's cover.
Oh, that's fire.
Let's blow it up there.
That is cool.
So we got Roddy, the Mercenary, USAssassin, and there's Bazooka Dog.
Yeah.
Loaded up with all sorts of cannons and blasters.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
I can't draw stick figures, so like something like this. Wow.
Mark says, at the end of the movie, was she visiting your grave?
To be completely honest, I have no idea.
That's where I thought she was visiting. Sheldon says, I'm half native. I'll give you a pass to wear a headdress.
I appreciate
it. There you go.
Adam Miller says, thanks, guys. And Amanda B says, I was thinking it was the older lady that she was with in the beginning of the film, Mark.
Yeah, her aunt or something, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Could be.
Yeah.
So the movie actually had to be extended. Because originally it was supposed to be more of like a short film. And then like it got picked up by, I can't remember who like purchased it, but they wanted more. So they ended up, that's why like the beginning scene and like kind of like the end scene, like those weren't originally part of the script.
Yeah.
Those had to be added in to kind of further it. So like there is part of like the movie where you start getting towards the end and the storyline kind of stops making sense a little bit. And you're like, wait, what's going on here? And it's because they had to add stuff to try to make it longer.
Was that when Michael Madsen was added to it?
No, he was
already.
Yeah.
Awesome.
As far as I know, at least.
Yeah. Dex, do you have anything else?
Well, I don't know if it's too personal, but when when Adriana grabbed you, was that acting or was she really grab you? You know what I'm talking about, or
which one?
I think it was when
crotch grab.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was acting.
Okay, I was just checking.
That was acting. That's the one that's outside, right?
Yeah. By the fireplace there.
Yeah. Why did I do good? You believed it, obviously.
Seemed convincing.
Yeah.
No.
Flip. Any other little facts before we wrap it up?
So there was one scene. It was kind of towards the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
Where Blaze, who's actually a very talented magician, by the way, he's a legit magician.
Yeah.
And during that scene, before he starts crawling away, he gets thrown into the wall, and they actually put a hole in the wall.
Oh.
And so they had to like fix it, obviously. I don't even think they ever told the homeowners. But yeah, the director, like, we have video of like behind the scenes of while they were filming it, and he looks at the camera, he's like he's like, oh, he's just like, keep rolling, and like that had to be the take because of the hole in the wall. That had to be not only the last take, but that had to be the best take.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another little fun fact. And during the time we were playing bowling, like that cast actually got really close because we were hanging out every night. And because it was opposite schedule, none of us were really on our phones because everybody was sleeping when we were awake. And when we were awake, everybody else was sleeping. I guess another fun fact, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. So like I was so busy at the time. Like I just signed with Ring of Honor. I'm traveling here, traveling there every single weekend. And I was so busy that I honestly I never read the script of the movie. And so like I'm on set, like before each scene, like going over my lines, like, oh crap, what do I say? Like, because I was just so busy, and that's not professional of me, and I'll never do that again. But like I was just so overwhelmed with everything going on in my life at the time, between this movie and wrestling and this and that and moving, and you know what I mean? And so like I was literally like day by day, like scene, like when it wasn't my scene, I was learning my next scene. I'm like, all right, what's my lines? And like for the most part, I understood the story, but like I didn't even know I had a kiss scene until like the day like before the kissing. They're like, oh yeah, you have a kiss scene. I'm like, wait, what? With who? And they're like, didn't you read the script? I'm like, yeah, of course I did. Like, why wouldn't I read the script?
Right.
Well, you're one take flip, so that
one take flip, you know. I'm a natural, baby.
Certainly are. Yep.
So next week on the Horror Movie Club, we're gonna watch the sequel. I saw in the trailer they do show a picture of you and all the other cast
I didn't
members.
get paid for that though. I should get paid for that.
Oh well,
my face is in the movie, so anybody that watches it,
yeah. I was going to ask you.
It and be like, did Flip get paid?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna play the trailer right now for the chat. But yeah, I was going to ask you if they needed your permission to use your face or not.
They didn't. They just, and like I can't remember what picture they used, but I'm like, how'd you guys get that picture?
Here we go.
Am I in the trailer too?
Yeah, they show you.
You ever wonder how you did it?
So do I.
Survive.
Oh yeah, it's a wrestling picture.
Not the same. You went face to face with the chief, and then you killed Damon. So you sleeping any better?
Depends on the night.
All right, chat. So you heard Flip. Go hit him up on Twitter. Did Flip get paid for his picture?
What makes you think he's human?
The bastard's dead.
Listen, why can't you find him? Do you want to do a trip this weekend? I think that could be a lot of fun. Where's the place? Let's party, people!
gonna be a good weekend.
Want to see my favorite room? All of this stuff is cursed. It's haunted. You haven't even seen the best item here yet. Where did you get that? On the beach. Tell me what happened. Who did he kill first? Stop it!
I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to get your story straight.
I can't.
You just gotta get there first. Stay calm, just drop the weapon.
Oh my god!
You think you're the witnesses? No! No! The tragedy of life is what we let die inside of us while we live.
There you have it, guys. Sheldon wants to know, is that Detective Sully Erna? Yes, it is Sully Erna from Godsmack.
I didn't see Tommy Dreamer in it though. Was he
Yeah,
supposed
Tommy Dreamer's supposed to be in the sequel.
Yeah.
He is. He
Yeah.
is.
That's awesome. They couldn't have done it without you, Flip, though. I'm telling you. Without you, they would have never warranted a sequel. So good for you, man.
Man, it was a fun time, and I learned so much. And like honestly, like it's something I'll cherish and remember forever. Hopefully, it's not the last one. You know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my last movie is not just a picture. You know.
True that.
I know I'm biased, but I think you stole every scene you were in, Flip.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of people have actually said that, which made me feel really
Yeah.
nice. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe I do have a future in acting.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see you doing more parts. I'd like to see you do some action films.
Oh, I'm an action guy all day, or comedy.
Yeah.
Because I don't. Life's too short to take serious. Like let's laugh and have some fun.
But it was great having you here. When we launch USAssassin 4, I'd love to have you back on the YouTube channel to promote the book.
Absolutely, I'd love to be back. Anything you need, just let me know. I'm excited for Volume 4 to come out, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the biggest one yet.
Yeah, and we got the action figures the following year. It's gonna be a big year for the Mercenary, I think.
Oh, I believe so.
Yeah,
I got some things on my sleeves. I can't talk about it, but you know I'm making things happen. So
that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So where can people follow the Mercenary?
So you can follow the Mercenary at the Flip Gordon on Instagram, and I just got Threads, which is a new app through Instagram. I don't know exactly how it works. I forget it even exists half the time, but figured I should start plugging it because I'm not much of a social media guy anymore. But I know it's part of the business of being an entertainer or a public figure. So that's where I put all my matches. That's where I put all my projects that I'm doing. And that's the best way to see any highlights or cool photos that I think are postable.
All the Instagram.
There's some where I'm like, that's too blurry or that's too. I'm very picky with what I post.
All the Instagram stuff goes over to Facebook too, as well, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. True. Yes, I forget about that.
Yeah, that's how we met, Flip.
Yeah. It's just a Facebook page, and I don't really check it much, so don't message me on there. Instagram's the best way, or email's the best way to get a hold of me for any business inquiries. But
I lucked out when I hit you up.
Yeah, like maybe back then I did go on it, but like lately, like I usually just have stuff scheduled for Instagram ahead of time. I try to minimize my time on social media.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how much like the world's changed in that little time from the initial time I reached out to you to where we are now.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But nothing lasts forever, and times change, and you just got to kind of roll with the punches.
Yeah. But it was great having you here. Dex, do you have anything else you want to say to Flip before we sign off?
Thanks so much for showing up. It was great seeing you, and love the movie.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me, and I can't wait to do this again.
Awesome.
Yeah. We'll get back together end of the year for USAssassin 4, Dogs of War. I want to thank the chat for joining us today. Amanda B for sharing the links. Go back, type 1, Writhe Payne, Koni Waves, all the great books we have out right now. And go follow Flip on social media to see where he's wrestling next. But again, thank you everyone for joining us. Corey Barton just joined us, but Corey, you'll have to go watch the replay.
A little late, man. A little late.
Yeah, a little late. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Awesome.
Take care,
Take
guys.
care, guys.